Turkmenistan.
Good evening and welcome to the Hithadhoo Stadium in Maldives, where Afghanistan and Turkmenistan go up against each other in day 2 of Group B action. This, of course, is the 2014 AFC Challenge Cup. To all my friends from Afghanistan who are catching the action, Makam Mo Pakir. And to all my friends from Turkmenistan, İyi akşamlar, hoş geldiniz.
Ladies and
Before we
gentlemen,
get on to anything
we have
else,
the pleasure to invite the Mayor of Hithadhoo City, Mr. Abdullah Sadiq, and the General Secretary of Maldives Olympic Committee, Mr. Ahmad Marzouk, to be introduced to the players and officials of the teams.
Mayor of Hithadhoo City and the General Secretary of the Maldives Olympics Committee. Well, they will get a chance to meet all the players. And the officials as well, who are on field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now it will
please
be
stand
time
for the national anthem of Afghanistan.
First for the national anthem of Afghanistan. Do stay with us.
And now the national anthem
The national
of
anthem
Turkmenistan.
of Team Afghanistan. That was the national anthem of Turkmenistan. Very quickly, let's get you started with the action that will ensue on the field here. First up, we start off with introducing our referees. Jamil Juma Abdul Hassan Mohammed of Bahrain is our main referee. He's being assisted by Mohammed Jafar Mohammed Salman. Ahmed Amiz of Maldives, these are the two linesmen, and Ko Hyung Jin of Korea Republic is our fourth official. We get down straight to the Afghanistan team, who are being led by Eric Ruthmoller of Germany in place of the suspended Yusuf Kargar. Afghanistan will feature Mansoor Fakiri underneath the bar, Abbasin Ali Kil, Harun Fakhruddin the captain, Faisal Hadid Mustafa and Jalaluddin Sharithyar in defense. In midfield, Mustafa Azad Zoy, Faisal Shayeshte and Ahmed Arish Hatifi along with Mohammad Mashriqi. In strike, we've got Bilal Arzu. Moving on to Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan are being led by Rahim Kurban Mamadov of Turkmenistan. The team will feature in the goal Gorbunov, Nikita Gorbunov, Shorat Soyunov, Akmimrat Jumanazarov, Serdar Anorazov, and one more player, of course, who will be Umidjan Astanov, will help out in defense. In midfield, we've got Batiyar Hojamedov, Dovlet Bayramov, Umidjan Astanov, and Ilya Tamurkin. Those are our captains, Harun Fakhruddin and Nikita Gorbunov. In strike position, of course, for Turkmenistan, it is Suleiman Muhadov, Didar Durdiev, and Farhad Italmazov. So that's pretty much how it is. As far as temperature is concerned, it's 29 degrees Celsius, 68% relative humidity, partly cloudy skies. Let's remind you that the Hithadhoo Zone Stadium, where we are at currently in Hithadhoo City, went through a whole lot of renovations, especially for this event. Can hold about 5,000 people. And once again, to all my friends from Afghanistan who are catching the action with us, Makam Mo Pakair, and to my friends from Turkmenistan, Aksamlar Huzgildiniz. As far as well, what's been said about this game, interim coach Eric Ruthmoller has labeled Afghanistan's meeting with the early Group B pace setters Turkmenistan to be a very crucial one to the reigning SAF champions. Now, the 2013 SAF winners finished off with a goalless result against the Philippines, while Turkmenistan got the better of Laos 5-1. So Turkmenistan sit at the top of the group table with 3 points and a goal difference of +4, while Afghanistan have just 1 point. It's a crucial game, and well, that's exactly the words that German Ruthmoller has said. Didar Durdiev is expected to score. He netted a brace as Turkmenistan came from behind to beat AFC Challenge Cup debutants Laos. And that was on Tuesday. Coach Rahim Kurban Mamadov is expecting another straight win here. Well, on to the game right now. And it's into the action, with Afghanistan kicking off proceedings at the Hithadhoo Stadium. Well, looking for a first, an early opportunity to try and seal the deal. Well, every free kick early on is worth its weight in gold. That's something that our players know for certain. Turkmenistan looking for the early attack here. Harun Fakhruddin, the man in charge of Afghanistan, also known as Zohaib Islam Amiri. He's a key player on the team. Bilal Arzu will be ruled offside. So very crucial game, as I said here, for Afghanistan more than Turkmenistan. If they finish with the draw, Turkmenistan will still maintain their lead at the top of the table, purely on goal difference. Well, currently it's the Philippines who sit there with 4 points in the bag and a goal difference of +2. Now it's knocked straight away by Mustafa Azadzoy. Well, it's the first warning that does come from Turkmenistan, and it's Ilya Tamurkin. Well, just putting the Turkmen's intentions on display here. Well, the one thing that works in favor of Afghanistan is that they've got one of the finest keepers in South Asia, Mansour Fakiriar, a lad that plays for VfB Oldenburg in Germany. And he's a well-groomed keeper on foreign shows. He's played with some of the finest players from the West. Ruth Molo having a word there with the linesman. He's wondering about what. Well, he's got to get the bib on if he's got to come to the sidelines. And I think that's what, well, the linesman was telling him. Well, he's the interim coach in the absence of Yusuf Kargar, who's been suspended. Big work being done here by Turkmenistan. Hojamedov. That's quick work by Azadzoy to get the ball back to the Turkmenistan half. Oh, that's a slick through ball. Turkmenistan keeping that ball within the line of play. Bit of an odd delivery. Azadzoy will get it away, but you've got back up here. Bit of a tussle there between Hojamedov and Bilal Arzu. Hojamedov gets the better of Arzu. Hojamedov tips it back to Jumanorozov. It's now Soyunov. Back to Jumanazarov. And the long ball will be received safely by Shayeste. That was a fairly good shot. And the first, well, goal-bound effort picked up safely by Mansour Fakiriar. So Turkmenistan mean business here, and they've started off fairly fast. Captain Gorbanov sends it back to Jumanazarov. And Jumanazarov to Soyunov. Looking for a piece of the pie here, Team Afghanistan. Well, that will be their first effort, but that's knocked away easily by Gorbanov. Well, this could be a first chance for an attack. Was looking for that assist, and what a blue bar. Mustafa Hithadhoo. Was he going to take the strike, or was he trying to provide? Was so close to hitting the target. Afghanistan. Well, I think he was trying to provide. Was trying to set that up. Turkmenistan have started this game at a fairly strong pace. Rahim Kurban Mamedov, the man in charge of Turkmenistan. Was a former footballer for the national team. That's definitely going to be a corner opportunity. It's straight off Anna Uruzov. And happy to have earned that is Faisal Shahiste. Shahiste with the delivery. Harun Fakhruddin will be denied this time by Nikita Gorbanov. It's captain to captain, and this round it will be the Turkmenistan captain that wins. Juma Nazarov, well, centering that for Tamurkin. Off to the right flank. Quick work being done by Hadid Mustafa. Send the ball back to his keeper. Harun Fakhruddin. Well, there was a chance that ball might have hit the target, could have gone past the left post, but Nikita Gorbanov was not taking any chances. And that's Mustafa Hadid. That's such a blind shot, straight into the dark. Afghanistan, well, do know that Turkmenistan started this game on a rather speedy note, and they're just taking the fight back. Well, it looks like he slipped, and that wasn't intentional. 10 minutes into the game, you're at the Hithadhoo Stadium. Slipping it to Khojamadov was Chuba Nazarov. That's a quick run that we're looking at from Tamurkin. That's put away with the target as well. This time it's Bayramov. Mansour Fakiriar taking the goal kick. Trying to figure out what Chase is talking about. Faisal Chase will take the throw in. The dead ball in all that confusion. It's down now to Hojamedov. Hojamedov finding Soyunov. Soyunov slips that through. Taking a knock was Bayramov. That's chipped over nice and easy. A chance here for Turkmenistan. Well, seemed like an appeal for a handball. But he clarifies it's his chest. Jalaluddin Sharatyar. Decent setup coming from the right flank. Well, from behind it would have seemed like a handball, but it was his chest. There's an appeal there from Suleiman Muhadov, sorry. Well, that was such an easy move for Turkmenistan. Mansour Fakiriyar had his eye on the ball. Well, at the SAF Championship, Mansour Fakiriyar was voted the most valuable player. He put on a terrific display beneath the bar, and he's really a very talented goalkeeper and hugely experienced, having played in Germany for so long. But sometimes you just get the feeling that the Afghan defense has actually, does get a bit lax behind, and they kind of put that responsibility onto him to defend and save the day. Fakiriyar does oblige every time. It can be a bit dangerous to get too dependent on your keeper. Puts a lot of pressure on him in the long run. Well, that was a decent setup, but Bilal Arzu won't get to it. It was put away quickly by Soyunov. And this time it's Ilya Tamurkin who knocks the ball away. Yunus Shayeste is trying to find his strikers. Gets that into the box safely. Mohammad Mashriki. A lovely setup. Well, Arzu was right behind it. Well, the closest to it was Alikil, but I don't think Abbasin Alikil was anticipating that pass. Hajmadov. Tried to avoid the corner being conceded, but he couldn't do much there. Jalaluddin Sharatyar. So Turkmenistan are in with a chance here. It's going to be another corner straight off the feet of Abbasin Alikil, and it's Bayramov who earns it. Corner opportunity once again for Turkmenistan. It's struck fairly well, turned away by Mansour Fakiriyar. Well, the first time around, managed to get it off his own teammate, and the second time off the Afghan defense once again. Putting his best foot forward was Harun Fakhruddin. Captain will take it away. Fakiriyar will clear the danger for the time being. Bayramov trying to restore it back, but it's picked up safely by Hafifi. Bayramov once again moving down the left flank, and that's even as Juman Nazarov proves to be an obstruction. It's now Anna Orzov. Quick pass from Durtiev. Didier Durtiev is expected to perform today. He could hold the key in this game to a win. It's now Astanov. Pulled away rather quickly by Faisal Sakizada. Now in steps in Azadzoy. Azadzoy finding the gap. Afghanistan would have had a chance here, but that's going to be an offside call. Bilal Arzu will have to do the trot back. But that was good play by the Lions of Khorasan. Almost got the better of the Turkmenistan defense here. Throw an opportunity for Team Afghanistan. Well, let's tell you, of course, that Afghanistan currently in this contest will be looking to, well, they'll be eager to make a splash, because they come on the back of that SAF Championship triumph last year. They've got better as, well, time has gone by. They were definitely the best team in the SAF Championship in 2013. Bayramov. Fails to get it past Azadzoy. And that's put past the right post. It's Ditar Turtiev. "20 minutes into the game. And it's still goalless here at the Hithadhoo Stadium. And to Fakiriar. Getting dangerously close this time. Shaeshte. Quick opening down, a low swerving one. Comes from Bayramov. You can hear the screams for yellow card. And picking it up is Ditar Turtiev. Well, Turtiev who were responsible for bringing down a player. Picks up a caution. And referee Jamil Juma Abdul Hussain Mohammed of Bahrain not hesitating to pull out the card there. Gorbanov to take the goal kick. We've got another player down. Was it as detrimental as, well, he's made it seem? It's a scramble for the ball. And Ahmadara Shatifi, well, going down. Amijan asked to know, was a bit surprised. It's going to be a free kick for Team Afghanistan. Well, Turkmenistan now pushing hard against the Afghan defense. But Fakiriyar knocks that away just in time. Turn taken by Hojamadov. Well, that's a quick run from Amiri, the man we know as Haroon Fakhruddin. Well, very clear an obstruction there from the Turkmen player. And all's fair between the lads. It was Italmazov. Well, the Afghans will rue that. Unfortunately, Mohammad Mashriqi really disappointed that Soyunov was standing in the way. Was a quick run for the ball, but Soyunov did get the push over from Mashriqi, intentional or not. Mohamedov finding it rather difficult. Well, to get through the Afghan back line, and he's been called for an offside definitely. Hithadhoo. Well, it's been quite a tough battle here for both nations involved. Let's very quickly bring you up to speed with what's happening as far as the lads are concerned. Now, this, of course, it's a Group B encounter where Philippines sit at the top with a goal difference of +2 and 4 points. Turkmenistan have a goal difference of +4 and 3 points in the bag. This game is very crucial. If Turkmenistan win this game, they're through to the semi-finals. Afghanistan have got to win this game to stay on course for the semi-finals, or they'll put their chances of sailing through in jeopardy. Well, in the other group, it's Palestine that rule the roost with 6 points from 2 games. Myanmar have 3 points and a goal difference of -1. Maldives have 3 points and a goal difference of +3. Kyrgyzstan are the only team that have no points in the bag. So those are the teams, and those are the groups, 2 groups, 8 teams that are taking part. But if you look back, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea won the championship in 2012. Tajikistan won it in 2006, that was in the inaugural year. India won it in the second year, 2008. Democratic People's Republic of Korea won it in 2010, qualified for the Asian Cup 2011. Won it in 2012, and they've qualified for the Asian Cup 2015. Turkmenistan have been runners-up 2010 and 2012. Sri Lanka runners-up once. Tajikistan have been runners-up in 2008. As far as Afghanistan go, well, they will sail and try to even make the top 4. The third place, runners-up, or even the winners. They could have any of those, well, titles at the end of this tournament. But it all boils down to this game. Oh, that's a very fancy setup coming from Hithadhoo, but it's taken away quickly now. That's a breakaway by the Afghans. And talk about speed. Mohamedov just putting one foot in front of the other, faster than his opponents to get the ball away. We've crossed the half-hour mark here. It's still goalless at the Hithadhoo Stadium. And that's Yusuf Kargar, who has just sit on the sidelines after he was suspended. Which is why you've got Eric Rootmoller, who's been standing in for him. Knocked straight ahead by Nikita Gorbanov. Sent forward by Sharithyar. Mohamedov finding Gurdjieff. Good save. Mansour Fakiriar will will get that ball into his big safe hands. Even as Hithadhoo was denied. But just flashed one out of the blue. Turkmenistan just got himself into a comfortable position and powers one through. That's the second convincing shot that we've seen this evening. Mustafa Hadid takes the throw in for Afghanistan. Azadzoy back on top. Well, has found the gap and slips it to Shayeste. Faisal Shayeste ambushed by two men in white. And Bayramov keeping that ball within the field of play. And that's cleared rather quickly by Jumanazarov. Sorry. Well, his full name is Akmirat Jumanazarov. Here comes Bayramov. Bayramov with the delivery into no man's land. Mansour Fakiria will stretch that all the way across into the Turkmenistan half. And it's straight back to keeper Gorbanov. Afghanistan take control. Azadzoy will receive it from Amiri. It's got to be a free kick opportunity here. Tamurkin responsible for. Will that move? He's taken the knock a couple of times. Hatifi, and not too happy with Hithadhoo. Quick run from Faisal Shayeste, receives it from Mustafa Hadid. This time it's Samurkin who's brought down. Faisal Sakizada also plays on foreign shows. Sakizada plays for Dandenong Thunder. And that's in Thailand. Well, it's the second time around that he's been brought down and he's not happy. Ilya Tamurkin. Tamurkin does get the push there from Mohammad Mashriki. Flying off and now Razov's hand. Well, it started to rain down here. Well, in the earlier part of the day there was a spot of rain, partly cloudy skies for most part of the day. Well, that's squared off. Shayeste picking it up safely, but he surrendered possession once again. And it's Bayramov who's taking this forward. Oh, that's a lovely pass, but it's straight back to the Afghans. And it's Mustafa Hadid who'll take control. Now Ali Kilt. Faisal stretching that over. And he'll let that alone this time. Soyunov. It's a very interesting name if you think about it. Shorat Soyunov. Yes, I do. Well, it's definitely a common surname in Turkmenistan, but well, if he went to the school that I did, boy oh boy, he'd certainly be getting it. Well, I used to get it. And my name, well, had no questions in it. It's another quick run. But he's kept away from it. Mustafa Hadid snatching possession very easily from Muhadov. And Muhadov getting Shaiste down. Well, did get to the ball, but Shaiste taking the fault. All's fair between him and Muhadov. Started off with Turkmenistan having one foul and Afghanistan 3. Oh, that's another opportunity wasted, and this time it's Muhadov. Suleiman Muhadov getting so close to hitting the target. Well, the execution from Turkmenistan has been very poor today. If you look at their game that was played against Laos, well, it was almost precision. Having said that, not taking any credit away from Mansour Fakiriar, who's been very strong beneath the bar. But time is of the essence now, and very soon we will head towards half-time. And it's not going to work too well for either team if they do not have a single goal in the bag. Well, if they want to set up or build the foundation for a win, well, the first period is pretty much where they've got to do it. Having said that, 5 minutes shy of hitting half-time here. Fancy run from Durdiev. But you've got the Afghans putting up a wall behind. Oh, and that's a wild shot. I'm not even going to call it wide, but Italmazov sends that skyrocketing. Well, it started pouring cats and dogs. It's really been bucketing for the past 5 or 10 minutes. Easy for me to talk about it, sitting in a well-sheltered booth, but seriously, it is bucketing. Got a hold of that safely. Gorbanov. Could be a way through, but there isn't for the time being. Azadzoy rising high. Ivanov will take the kick for Turkmenistan. Kick opportunity. Can Afghanistan get the first goal here? Latifi. Bayramov. It's knocked straight back by Sharithyar. Sharithyar showing appreciation. Hithadhoo hasn't had too much time with the ball at all. Well, they would have definitely studied Afghanistan, the Turkmenistan coaching squad, and they know one thing for certain. Arzu is one of the strong players in the team. Well, earning the corner is Hatifi. It's straight off the back of Chuman Nazarov. We've hit the 45 here at the Hithadhoo Stadium. Bit of added time will be thrown in for stoppages. One minute, and that's all we have. Oh, that's a bullet of a shot! What a header, and it's the captain who does it once again. Zohaib Islam Amiri has knocked that in. Well, that is a solid header coming from Haroon Fakhruddin, also known as Zohaib Islam Amiri. What a shot that was. So 1-0 Afghanistan, and the Afghans have the lead here. Kargar cannot believe it. Well, that's a fabulous header. You've got to hand it to Amiri for that. Well, straight in and 1-0 Afghanistan. They're rising high above the Turkmenistan defense. And this is what makes him such an important player, the captain of the team. He plays in the I-League for Dempo Sporting Club. And it's half-time at the Hithadhoo Stadium as Afghanistan take a single goal lead into the break. A much-needed relief here for the Afghans. Well, to set their morale, well, back onto a new high. But there's still second half to go. Stay with us to find out which of these two nations will walk away with maximum points and the win here today. Halftime score, Afghanistan 1, Turkmenistan 0. Welcome back to second half action at the Hithadhoo Stadium, where we had a rather electric finish to the first period between Afghanistan and Turkmenistan. They resumed their battle here. But let's remind you that as far as the scoreline is concerned, it is the Afghans who took the lead. Our header seconds before the break from Haroon Fakhruddin, also known as Sohaib Islam Amiri. Well, that ball going straight to the back of the net, a bullet from the head that made it 1-0 Afghanistan. And we get into second half action with Turkmenistan. Well, definitely with the intention of pulling level or coming from behind for a win. What's it going to be here today? That's the big question. The team of Afghanistan have got a foot in front. There's still one half to go. So we resume with the score at Afghanistan 1, Turkmenistan 0. And it's into second half action at the Hithadhoo Stadium. Remember, this is a Group E encounter. Round 2 in the AFC Challenge Cup 2014. Afghanistan looking for the early strike in the second period. Was picked up safely by Nikita Gorbanov. Well, that's a select pass to Almazov. Let's tell you a bit about Turkmenistan. Faisal Sakizadeh taking the kick. Now the Turkmenistan national football team, of course, represents Turkmenistan, is controlled by the Football Federation of Turkmenistan. Their home ground is the Ashgabat Stadium. And their current coach, Rahim Kurban Mamedov, will tell you more about him later. Turkmenistan have been a very interesting team. They were runners-up twice in the AFC Challenge Cup, 2010 and 2012. We've got a player down, and it's Azad Zoy. Well, it was a sliding tackle there by Ilya Tamurkin. Definitely a good call by the referee. Well, that will be viewed as detrimental play as he brings down Azad Zoy. So Turkmenistan have been runners-up 2010, 2012 in the AFC Challenge Cup. They've also made the quarterfinals in the Asian Games, but that was way back in 1994 in Hiroshima and in Bangkok in 1998. Rahim Kurban Mamedov is their current coach. He's the head coach of Balkan FT2. It's a Turkmenistan club which won the AFC President's Cup last year. That's a slick pass to the left flank. And Amiri making the difference here. He's going to be a throw-in opportunity for the Afghans. Well, standing his ground was Anna Urazov. Ithalmazov. And straight back to Sharithyar. Resosa to Mansoor Fakiriyar. Fakiriyar finds Fedel Sakizada. Knocked ahead by Amiri. Shadar Anorazov takes the throw in. Well, Rahim Kurban Mamadov has played for Kopatag Ashgabat. He's played for Nissan Ashgabat and for Turkmenistan from 1992 to 1998. He's 50 years old. And teams that he's managed will include Nisa Ashgabat, Turkmenistan from 2003 to 2004. Then again from 2007 to 2009. Then moved on to manage Navbahar Namangan, Move Mary, and then Balkan FT. He's been the manager of Balkan from 2013 and for Turkmenistan from 2014. Once again, this is his third term as the head coach of the national squad. Goalkeeper Nikita Gorbanov. Well, he was the goalkeeper of the FC Balkan club as well. Called up for the games in the 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification. It's an interesting lad, 30 years old, Gorbanov. Knocked straight back by Hatifi. Almasov. Oh, sorry, that was Khozhamedov with the pass. Well, that will be a corner after Azadzoy gets it away. It was a fairly decent attempt to deliver from Tamurkin. Corner opportunity for Turkmenistan. And the referee will just squash matters there. Say enough of, well, the grabbing and the pulling, lads. Let's get on with the game. Talk about a dual defense. Faisal Sakizada and Abbasin Alikil, well, colliding while they were trying to clear the ball. That's just got easily by Shayeste. Turned away by Amiri. Hojmadov will pick it up and take the throw in for Turkmenistan. So we've got a change coming on, the first substitution in the game, as Dovlet Bayramov will come off, and in for Bayramov it's going to be Gawanch Abilov. So Abilov replaces Dovlet Bayramov.
Number 10, Abilov.
Bayramov is 31 years old, plays for Sagadam in Turkmenistan itself. Well, most of the players do play for clubs in Turkmenistan except for Ruslan Mingazov, who is, well, not eligible to play, and he's the only star that plays in Latvia. A quick run from the Afghans. Did break into space there, Azadzoy, but well, couldn't find a way through. Quick run from Azadzoy down the right flank. That's strong obstruction there from the Turkmenistan defense. Well, as I said earlier, it has been bucketing down for quite a while, and the rain's been falling hard and heavy. It eased up a little bit at the time of the break, but just before the break, boy, oh boy, did it rain hard. But it's down to a bit of a heavy drizzle now. Free kick opportunities are always welcome. And it's the Lions of Khorasan. Well, that's put away by Gorbanov. Hojmadov finds Tamurkin. It's back to Hojmadov. Hojmadov, well, almost a nutmeg from Hojmadov. And quickly cleared by Mansour Fakirier. Well, Fakirier has been at the top of his game, but he's got a slight worry with his foot. Well, could have to do with slipping and sliding on the surface when it does start raining, and we've got a change coming on. As Bilal Arzu will be replaced by Mustafa Zazai. So Zazai comes in for Bilal Arzu. Well, now it started pouring, and it's really pouring hard here. Well, the camera's caught that really well. You can just get a view of, well, the rain. Well, there's sheets coming down. Or sheets of water. That's what I was told when I was a child by my grandmother. And Mustafa Zazai replacing Bilal Arzu. Free kick opportunity for Turkmenistan. Oh, that goes past the away post, so not a worry at all for Mansour Fakiriar. Well, did fail to convert. Shuman Nazarov. Akmirat Shuman Nazarov got ahead to the ball, but Fakiriar barely moved. Mansur Fakiriar sending that ball back into the opposition's half. That's a quick run from Turkmenistan. Turtiev trying to make the difference. Rafaels and Fakiriar will also keep Muhadov at bay. Suleiman Muhadov not happy. Well, Muhadov almost getting on top of that, but Turtiev decided to take it. Well, that's the best he could do. And unfortunately, Suleiman Muhadov wasn't anticipating the assist at all. Suleiman Muhadov has made 3 appearances for Turkmenistan with 1 goal from 2012. Mansur Fakiriar has picked up a caution, and is that for a delay? It certainly seems like it. He's not happy. Awaiting the whistle. 60 minutes into the game. Well, tempos will definitely fly amidst the humidity and, of course, the pouring rain here. It's a good chance for Afghanistan, but that's going to be tucked away. Another corner opportunity. And this time, Anna Urazov finding it a bit hard to balance there with the rain and the slippery surface. Not much of a problem for the Afghans. That's taken. And goal number 2. What do you say to that? This time it's Hatifi. Ahmed Arash Hatifi just knocked that in. He made it look so easy. Uses the left foot to gain control and then knocks it in on the volley. It's now 2-0 Afghanistan, and Turkmenistan are in a spot of trouble. Yusuf Kargar, oh, he's a simple man, he's a lovely man. If you ever get a chance to meet him. And he's a true supporter of the development of the sport. Well, one of those that has really worked so hard. So that's how it goes, and I do stand corrected. Uses the right foot to let it rest and takes the volley on the left foot. Oh, it's just the left foot itself. A single bounce. Well, almost a half volley, I'd call that. Well, lets it bounce a bit. So 2-0 Afghanistan. All the same, it's the Afghans now firmly ahead. And it's definitely going to be a spot of trouble here. So the first goal knocked in by Amiri or Haroon Fakhruddin. And the second goal now from Ahmed Arash Hatifi. Afghanistan are playing a spirited game. But it was Turkmenistan that started off the game with a bang. And they've just kind of eased off with their aggression on field. The Afghans, well, for the latter part of the first period, they certainly were in control. It's back to Fakiriar. Will pick it up safely. And that's Hatifi, the second goal scorer. Back to Fakiriar, who's powered that ball ahead. Restoring it back to his lads is Juma Nazarov. Well, the next game after this, Turkmenistan will face the Philippines. If Afghanistan pull off a win here today, it's still going to be a three-win battle, a three-way battle going into the last day. And reducing the deficit there for Turkmenistan. Well, they're crawling back into this game. It's now 2-1. They needed to find a way through, and Afghanistan will pay the price, well, for just getting a bit too comfortable behind after that second goal. Well, this is how it pans out. All that's needed is guidance. The Afghanistan defense, including the captain Amiri, well, just left ball watching as Suleiman Muhadov knocks that in with the right foot. It's now 2-1. And Turkmenistan are getting back into this game. So Muhadov giving his team a ray of hope here. Was a goalless first period, and how things have turned around. Well, Shea stays down. We've also got a change coming on. Bolian makes his way onto field. Bit of a tussle happening there with Shea State. So he was brought down. Just a few shots from the game. So very quickly, let's look back and figure out whether we've got a change. And Bolian, of course, has come in. Alexander Bolian. Faisal Shea State. Gets the magic spray. And taking the free kick was Sebastian Alakil. Sharitiar. Slipping and sliding there for Turkmenistan. And Orazov. Italmazov. Will he keep that within the line of play? Yes, he does. Alexander Bolian. And taken by Mansour Fakiria very easily. Bolian replacing Didar Durtiev, the main striker. So we had two changes. Dovlet Bayramov was replaced earlier by Gwanch Abilov, and now Alexander Bolian coming in for Didar Durdiev. The change that Afghanistan has had. Mustafa Zazai coming in for Bilal Arzu. Picked up by Batsan Aldakil. Sent to Amiri. That's Harun Fakhruddin. Fakhruddin will pick it up. Oh well, what a lovely way to set that up. But Shea State sends it back to the opposition. None of his teammates around to slam the ball home. Well, time waits for no one. And one thing we certainly know in this game, it's that it's turning out to be a fight. Turkmenistan have got a goal more to avoid a defeat. Oh, that was pretty fancy work, and I should say Afghanistan putting on a great defensive show here. Excellent work being done by Faisal Sakizada. Well, that ball right at the feet of Alexander Bullion. Well, Bullion almost got on top of it, but talk about split-second timing, and Faisal Sakizada does extremely well. It's a corner opportunity. It will be taken by Guman Shabilov. And that header not finding its way through, but 10 on 10 for that effort. Marvelous work being done by Alexander Bullion. Well, he certainly took that and unconsciously, well, defending, or unintentionally defending it was Ahmed Arish Hatifi, but he can't take the claim for that save. Well, that's another change that we have. Mashriqi will be replaced. Coming in for Mashriqi is the popular Sanjar Ahmadi. Sanjar Mohammed Ahmadi. Another very interesting lad to watch in action. Mansour Fakiria. Well, keeping Serdar Geldi Avid Bay. Got an opportunity for Turkmenistan. Oh, that's a powerful shot, but it misses the target entirely. 17 minutes into the game, and Mustafa Asadzoy watching Serdar Ana Orazov, well, trying to pull Turkmenistan level. Let's tell you about a new lad on the field, Sanjar Ahmadi. Sanjar Ahmadi was born in Kabul, and then with his family he moved to Germany. He lives in Hamburg now. Was only 7 years old when he started playing for football. Plays for both club and country on the international level. 18 appearances for Afghanistan since 2011 with 8 goals. Played for SC Vier und Marschland from 2011 to 2013. Now plays for Mumbai. That's Mumbai FC. He was instrumental in scoring the winning goal against the Indian national football team that earned his country their first ever FIFA tournament win, which was the South Asian Football Federation Championship. It was quite a moment to cherish. Kuban Shabilov looking for a bit of support from Hojamedov. Trying his best to knock that one through, Sanjar Ahmadi. And that's a red card pulled out. Well, that's got to be really odd. Why would it be a red card? Well, that's not working out well. Nikita Gorbanov of Turkmenistan, the captain and custodian, was looked at as a second offense, so well, the ball getting off his hands and he's out of position, so that's a good call. Well, he says it hit his thighs and not his hands. Well, he's devastated here, Gorbanov. So the captain and custodian of Turkmenistan gets the marching orders, and we're down to 10 men now. As far as Turkmenistan are concerned, it's a bit unfortunate. Well, they've already had a few problems here today, and that means he will be suspended for the next game as well. Garbunov was one of the star players in the AFC President's Cup. Ahmadi knocking that through. Well, with poor visibility, it can be tough to tell the difference. But regardless of what it is, we've got, well, a bit of a problem here, and taking up the position neath the bar, it will be Batiyar Hojmadov, the man that plays as a left winger. We've got to get a look at that once again. Sanjar Ahmadi. Well, it's very difficult to tell whether it came off his hand or it came off his thigh. But Jamil Juma Abdul Hassan Muhammad would probably have a better view of it than us, and regardless of that, the referee's decision is final and binding. So let's get straight back to it. It's Turkmenistan down to 10 men, and that's one thing that coach Rahim Kurban Mamadov was really upset about. He knows that this could change the entire outcome of the game. They're playing against a fairly strong Afghanistan side that has still a single goal will lead over them. Gorbunov, well, coming out to defend because his defenders were out of place. Hojmadov. Hojmadov will take his position neath the bar, and he's wearing the jersey of Shamiradov. Oh, he's wearing the jersey of Farhat Bazarov, sorry. It's either Bazarov's jersey or it's one that belongs to Maksat Mirat Shamiradov. Either ways, bit of paint being applied, bit of tape. You can identify him as Hojmadov. Free kick opportunity here for Afghanistan. Well, it's off the woodwork. So Hojmadov gets a helping hand. Well, this puts Turkmenistan definitely now at a disadvantage. A man shot, and that'll suit their goalkeeper. It's not going to be easy. Well, lucky that did come off the woodwork for Hojmadov. And Hithadhoo has a worry. Hithadhoo will take the throw-in. Afghanistan will do know that this is a situation that they can exploit. And like any sensible team, well, that's what they'll do. They'll try and make the most of it. the difference now, Abilov. It's Hithadhoo. And Hithadhoo puts that away from the target. Well, they'll take every shot that they can. And it's another caution being shown. They're trying to figure out for what. And it's Umidjan Aslanov. So the cards have been flying in this part of the game. So trying to figure out why Aslanov picked up a caution. It's picked up safely by Mansour Fakiriar. 18 minutes and we've had a couple of changes in these last 10 minutes. Changes that don't work too well for Turkmenistan. Away safely. Turkmenistan keeping a leash on things. It's going to be a free kick opportunity. Hithadhoo, well, guilty of that foul. There will be a good bit of added time thrown in for stoppages with that switch happening when goalkeeper Korbanov was sent off. Shayishte along with Mustafa Zazai and Abilov. Well, fails to do much this time. Well, when you have a player sent off, it's a natural function for the team for panic to set into a slight extent, a bit of fear, and you do know that you're outnumbered on field. Sometimes it happens to the best of teams. Well, there are teams. I do remember in an AFC Champions League game how Pohang Steelers were playing Shandong Luneng. They were down a man shot and they came from behind to pull off a win. Or they came from behind to pull off a draw. And, well, that was really, really huge because they were actually 2 goals behind, 10 men on field. And there are a lot of players, and in a contest like the AFC Champions League, which is the holy grail of club contests in Asia, well, there's definitely got to be a certain degree of, well, psychological warfare being involved in the fact that you lost a player, and that to your captain. Pushing the captain of the ship is not always easy, especially one who's that experienced. So Turkmenistan in these last 10 minutes will have to dig deep if they want to avoid a defeat here. Well, that will give them the best fighting chance to sail through if they can avoid a defeat and pull off a draw. But if they can't pull level, or if Afghanistan strike again, which the Afghans will be very eager to do, it changes the equation. Fakiriar with the save off that free kick. Sanjar Ahmadi chasing it down. Is appealing for a free kick. And he can't believe it. Sardar Anaurazov says that wasn't a foul. Well, Ahmadi rolling before he could be pushed over. And that's another red card. Anna Orazov. Well, did that really deserve a red card? I don't think so. So Sanjar Ahmadi has had two players, well, red carded. He's a bit of a drama queen. Did see him in the SAF Championship. Now, that's not really what it seems like. And the fact that he was rolling over in pain, appealing, it's a bit unfortunate, which is why Anna Orazov laughed first. So Turkmenistan down to 9 men, and I call that a suspect decision. Well, that's only according to me. The referee's decision will still stand. Well, it's either you call it or you don't. And that expression says it all. He's not even upset about it. He's actually amused. And which will tell you why, well, they find that decision to be really odd. Well, was carrying a caution into this game. Anna Orazov. That's probably his second yellow. But if it's a straight red card, which it actually seemed like, well, it's a bit tough. We've got to have better camera angles in on that, well, to get the whole score. But Sanjar Ahmadi, talented player, but he's a great artist on field. But some of the best players in the world will do that. Free kick opportunity for Afghanistan. They're down to 9 men. Must remind you, you can't help but feel sorry for them. And they've got two strong players off the field. And he's unable to stop that. It's a comedy of errors. And there it is, the third goal for Afghanistan. Well, you knew that was going to happen at some point of time or the other. Well, couldn't hold on to that. Hojamedov, and now it's 3-1 Afghanistan. Well, it was Shaishte. So Faisal Shaishte knocks in the third one. It's a well-taken free kick, so you've got to credit them for it. Well, well-taken free kick, no doubt about it. Well, that's something that Gorbanov would have been able to hold on to. Well, he couldn't punch it away, Hojamedov, and that's the reason why the ball was just curving off his hand and into, well, the goal was trying to push it away out. But excellent free kick. So Faisal Shaishte has made it 3-1. Afghanistan well on the path to victory here. And Amiruddin Anwar has come in for Faisal Shaishte. We thought it was going to be, well, just one goal. Well, how many times we do know that on the football field. And that's another card being pulled out. And this time it's Soyunov. Well, Soyunov with an elbow, so well, this is not going to be a good result. Shorat Soyunov with an elbow to the back of Sanjar Ahmadi's head. And there's a bit of bad blood brewing between them and Ahmadi. Well, they do know that two players have been red carded because of him. So Shorat Soyunov picks up a yellow card as well. It'll be very interesting to see if there's another red card pulled out. Sanjar Ahmadi, well, he's put on a bit of an act here today. One thing about Hithadhoo, if you do look at him right now in that jersey, it's an oversized jersey that he's wearing. Obviously, the goalkeepers are normally taller and bigger. Hithadhoo works mainly as a winger down the left wing. Now, he's a lot smaller than most goalkeepers. And there are very few goalkeepers who are really shorter in height that can pull off those big saves. One of them, of course, is the Uzbekistan goalkeeper. But not many keepers who can do that. And it's Azad Zoy also waiting for a free kick. Gets a helping hand up before he does appeal for one from Shorat Soyunov. Azad Zoy colliding there with Italmazov. Well, the odd bit is, even though we've had, well, a few bad moments on field, well, a lot of the Turkmenistan footballers have really enjoyed this game for what it is here today. And Afghanistan, well, some of the players have played in the true spirit of the game. Some haven't. The referee's decision has been suspect at times, and that, of course, just puts a bit of a dampener on the entire game. 5 minutes of added time is what we have. Italmazov. It's definitely been a very, very hard outing here for Turkmenistan. Well, to tell you a little bit about the Afghanistan football team, popularly known as the Lions of Khorasan. Well, they're the national team of Afghanistan, and they were founded in 1922. They joined FIFA in 1948 and the AFC in 1954 as one of the founding members. They do play their home games at the Ghazi National Olympic Stadium in Kabul, which is the capital of Afghanistan. Fourth place finish in the 1951 Asian Games, 2011 SAF Championship runners-up, 2013 champions. The AFC Challenge Cup, they only made the group stage so far in 2006 and 2008. This is their third appearance. Eric Ruthmuller is the stand-in coach for Yusuf Kargar, who's the man in charge. Ruthmuller himself has played for SC Borussia Rhein, SSV Kortingen and FC Cologne. He's also managed Cologne under-19, Cologne 2, Bonner SC, main Cologne team, Hansa Rostock, Germany assistant manager from 94 to 2004, Iran assistant 2008 to 2009, Iran caretaker manager, Germany under-20 manager, Esteghlal assistant manager, and 2014 stepping in to help out for the suspended Yusuf Kargar. As we do know, Yusuf Kargar is on the sidelines watching the game. Juman Azarov has a smile on his face. Mansour Fakiriar. Well, takes the kick for his team. A couple of lads along with Fakiriar will too play in Germany. Abbasin Alikil plays for FSV Frankfurt 2. Faisal Sakizada, I do stand corrected, plays for Dandenong Thunder SC, which is in Australia. And the lad playing Faisal Shaish, they plays for Songkhla United in Thailand. Well, that's definitely a dive. That's not a tackle. There's no doubt about it. And Zohib Amiri putting on an act here. And Italmazov also picks up a caution. Let's get a view of that. Well, that jump in the air and the fall down, was that really warranted? And he's hurt himself as well. Farhad Italmazov, he's hurt his elbow. Well, that should be treated. And that expression says it all. So 9 men Turkmenistan still playing against Afghanistan. And that's really well captured there. Well, these moments will tell you a story. That expression earlier from one of the lads watching, Coach Rahim Kurban Mamedov, will thump his head with disappointment, and then that look on the face of Hojamedov saying, don't worry, I'll accept the responsibility and stand beneath the bar. Well, I have to say, Italmazov also picked up a caution. He did step on, well, the foot of the Afghanistan captain, but did that warrant that leap into the air? That's the big question here. All the same, it's currently Afghanistan 3, Turkmenistan 1. This time the Turkmenistan, well, lads, will manage to clear the danger. Abbasin Alikil knocks it back to Sanjar Ahmadi. Ahmadi sending it back to Mustafa Hadid. Hadid gets it to Mansour Fakiriyar. And it's full time. It couldn't have ended sooner here for Turkmenistan, and I bet there's a shout of joy from the Turkmenistan team as well. But all said and done, Afghanistan have been the superior team today. And regardless of that unwarranted or unsavory 2 red card incidents, and of course the fact that Turkmenistan were down to 9 men, it was Afghanistan who were in the lead all the same with a single goal advantage. So they are deserving winners at the end of the day. And it's Afghanistan 3, Turkmenistan 1. Goal scored by Harun Fakhruddin, Faisal Shahisteh and Ahmed Arish Hatifi for Afghanistan. The consolation goal for Turkmenistan coming from Suleiman Muhadov. So Afghanistan take 3 valuable points and will sit now, well, on par with the Philippines with 4 points in the bag and a goal difference of +2. Turkmenistan moving to 3rd position, a point behind the rest. It's a 3-way battle going into the 3rd and final day of the group stage. So final score, it's Afghanistan 3, Turkmenistan 1, and I'm Glenn Mascarenas from the Hithadhoo Stadium saying good night, and don't forget to join us again for more AFC Challenge Cup action tomorrow when Group A lads get back into the field.